Hi Sims, welcome to Sims Life channel. We're actually going to be starting a new series challenge called Ultimate Legacy Mother Challenge. In this challenge, I'm going to create a whole new complexity level of challenge of 100 babies, 13 degrees completed, and all aspirations that I have downloaded from packs and games, and I have 60. So let's see what I've created for the rules. So with the rules, number one, we are going to start with a young adult sim, female. We're going to create her name as Lily Plantiful, and we're going to actually go through all the names with just plants or flowers to make it more of a theme related. Number two, the lifespan has to be long, but there's no use of youth potions or turning back time. Number three, there is no cheats or mods. Number four, there is going to be no outside help with babies, toddlers, or children. So no nannies, no daycare. Only the parents or the siblings can help as the mother is at school. Fathers can be any of them until the soulmate's aspiration is completed. So the mother is now married. So I can have different fathers for each of my children. There's no part-time jobs or careers until the first degree is completed, unless we're on an aspiration that requires us to have to do a job to make that aspiration go forward. Using the traits randomizer for every baby that is born. So we're going to leave it up to fate of what that trait is going to be for every single child. Infants can age up after 1 week. Toddlers can age up only after all their skills are maxed. Children can only age up after all their child aspirations are met and they are a student. Teenagers can age up after the teen aspirations are met and they've graduated high school, and then they are moving out of the house so we can start with another baby. Aspiration challenges are random once per week, so it's a sim length week. So from Sunday to Sunday, we're going to play one aspiration, and then that following Sunday, we're going to click the wheel and see what it spins on. All 3 challenges must be met before the death of the parents, especially the mother, because she's the one having the babies. In college goal, we have to be able to attend 4 or more classes per semester while the babies are still being born. So this is a high difficulty level that we're going to be experimenting with. I can only win if the original sim mother has 100 babies, they complete all aspirations, they're 60, and she finishes all 13 university degrees. She can die of an old age only after completing all the tasks. If she dies early, the challenge has failed. So come along with me on this journey of this challenge and see what you think, and if you're brave enough to try all 3 all in one. All right, let's start with creating a sim. We're going to create all these different questions, and they're going to create me a story and some aspirations. So we're going to click through all of these for them to generate. So we're actually going to change the aspiration to the college one. And then I don't really want a mean trait because we have to be able to make a family. So I want family oriented and overachiever goals. Foodie is perfectly fine, so we'll keep that. We're going to make a female, of course. And then we're going to do Lily Plantiful because we're going to do a theme of flowers and plants. And let's just customize her a little bit. I love the blonde. We're going to change her nose, her mouth. We are doing this in ×7 speed, just so you guys have the idea of I am creating a brand new sim. We're going to create 3 outfits per one. So this is everyday, this is formal. I like the body creations because it's just super easy and straightforward. We can play around with these a little more as we get through the sims. And then we're going to do athletic wear, sleepwear. Just again, really simple, full body ones is fine. We're going to do party, 3 outfits for party, and we're going to do 3 outfits for swimwear. We're going to put her hair up this time. That looks good. I love the blue. Ooh, black. And then this is hot wear. So if you have seasons pack, you have hot and cold weather like. So this is 3 outfits for winter, 3 outfits for summer. We're going to change her eyebrows because I really didn't like the way they looked before. And then we're going to hit start. So with seasons, you can pick what season that you want to work in. So we're going to do summer first. I'm going to find the apartment with Key Lime because you can potentially have twins and triplets with this one. And then we're going to make sure that we're on lifespan of long because it's really important. So there's our long one. Game options are good. So we're going to immediately apply to university because that's the whole goal, is to have 13 degrees. We're also going to apply for some scholarships because I'm not planning on really working a whole lot because our main focus right now is to get pregnant, to have the first baby. I'll apply to the universities. And then we're also going to spin the wheel to see what our first aspiration will be. So let's spin and see what they're going to do. Master actress, oh my goodness. So we're going to start that. So that means I need to buy a microphone so we can practice acting. You can also practice acting with a mirror, but I also like the comedian aspect of it too. So we're just going to buy the microphone. And yes, my settings. So first thing, we're going to meet some people and see who comes by. He's male. Or introduce himself. Nope, that didn't work out very well. And he wants to keep leaving me, so he left. With Lovestruck expansion pack, there's Cupid's Corner. So we're going to try this dating app. So he's okay. We're going to select Noah. Again, I don't want a female because we need to have babies. So Gunther, let's add to friends, and then let's see if we can't contact him. So this is a get to know you date, and maybe we can be romantic, physical intimacy. So my goal is, of course, to have a baby. So let's see how well this date goes. We're going to meet at my apartment. Here he is, and let's start spamming the get to know you, flirt. So it looks like it's going good. But now all of a sudden, now they're both embarrassed, and now I'm losing the green bar so much. And she's saying that she doesn't want to be flirty. That's a problem. So I tried apologizing to him. Now he's sleeping in my bed. I don't know what's happening. So let's try this again. And things are just going more wrong. Instead of going into the green of making friends, he is just now super irritated, and now we're making enemies. So this date is not obviously going very well. So we're going to try a couple more times. They're not finding themselves attractive, so I'm going to try apologizing. She finds him boring, so that's not good. So now that we're super red, I'm just going to make him go away. We're going to just end this date abruptly. And we're going to try this again. So he didn't work out, so let's try Noah. We're going to add his friends. We're going to do a get to know you date. And this time we're going to do it more of like a funny joker. And I'm starving, so we're going to cook some food while we wait for Noah to show up. And it is still day number 1, so let's see if Noah is the one for us. And I can't offer him food, so that's unfortunate. We're just going to spam get to know you, interest, and it's just not going well. There is more negativity than positivity, and I don't know why this is happening. And we're going to try, let's talk about food. He doesn't like food. Oh, something happened, and it jumped the green bar so much. I don't know what's happening. And now we're losing it because now they're both embarrassed and he's not liking me anymore. So let's try to be funny, be silly. He's running away to the mirror. And they're still embarrassed. So let's try a couple more. Yeah, I've never had this many difficulties of earning like a friendship without being embarrassed and tense. And I don't know if this is because of the Lovestruck expansion pack I just downloaded. Are you guys also having a hard time with relationships? Please comment below. It's not just me. And again, we're just trying get him. We're not doing love advice. So because I created my sim, they preset me as a career. So I do need to quit that job as well. And time is running out on this date. At least I got to bronze status, but that was a really bad date and I didn't get very far. So we're gonna see a couple more. The date has ended, so he's still with me. But maybe if we just kind of ignore him and then try again with socialization, if that would work. Well, looks good, but he's dropped in his go-to-where. And then my neighbors are being super loud, so it's making them both very angry. And I need to go to sleep too. Lovestruck also introduced a romance level skill. So the higher that skill is, the better you're at with romance. So maybe that's part of my problem, is that I'm going in with like no skill sets. And now I'm just trying to be mean to him. So we're going to send him home. We're going to go meet all of my needs. And we're going to try a third one. And I forgot to quit the job, so I need to go and do that as well. All right, needs are almost met, so we're going to go into Cupid's corner again once she's done with her bath. All right, so maybe if we make this more of a fun get to know you date, let's try a karaoke bar. This is also in City Living expansion pack. So we did a blind date and they hooked me up with a female, so that's not going to work. So we're going to cancel that. I'm also going to go back into creative sim mode and make sure that I'm only interested in men and make sure my jealousy traits are good. And then I'm going to do some likes and dislikes. So you can do this at the beginning, or you can go into creative sim mode at any time to say what you like or dislike. So again, I really want a family, so we're going to be more family oriented. We don't want self-assured people and we don't want mean people. So we're going to actually end this date because there's no reason of continuing this. And we're going to go back to Cupid's corner and we're going to try Carlos. See if Carlos is one for us. We're just going to do it super light and friendly, dancing, singing, getting to know each other. All right, here he is. Let's just sing a duet, see what happens. They found themselves attracted, which is super nice. So I feel like that's a good way to start the date. So we were singing, we created a goal up the top. All right, so let's get to know you. It's going so well, so good so far. We're not embarrassed yet. So after talking about hobbies, they also want to do some dancing. I just realized there is no stereo at this venue, so someone has to be singing for them to be dancing. And of course, the second I want to go dance, the sim stops singing. So we're just going to sit and talk more. And then randomly, I have a ghost that's contacting me for a will. Hooray! They gave me $4,000, 4,000 sim loans, so I'll take it. And let's do some drinks because that's one of our goals. And whatever I just said, he didn't like. So now we're going backwards and now he's embarrassed again. So let's try flirting. Flirting's okay. But he's embarrassed for whatever reason. And again, there is no music for me to dance to. So we're just going to continue talking, getting to know each other. They want me to share our thoughts. And this day is almost ended. Super frustrating because all the progress I had made because I selected one wrong thing, we're back to the very beginning. So this whole date in a couple of hours is completely a waste of my time. And yay, I got bronze, but I got nothing out of it. So let's see if the sim Travis is interested. And I asked him to hang out with me and he just runs away. So obviously that's not one. Let's hang out with this one. I'm pretty sure I had met him at the park the very first day. It looks like he's not interested into me either. This is not going the way I have planned it. So now we're just going to talk to him. I am leveling up comedians so quickly, which is crazy because normally skills don't level up this much. So I wonder if this is a glitch or if they just improved how fast skills can go. Oh, look, he's a male. Let's see. Let's introduce him to us. Maybe we just don't go through Cupid's corner and just kind of see what happens. And we're building up friendship level. He likes video games. Let's talk about food. He likes singing. So we're doing pretty good with his friendship level. He's still an acquaintance right now. Look at that, we just leveled up again in comedian. So yeah, we have like 3 people that we're trying to talk to. There's Noah, who absolutely did not like me. So we're gonna start an event with Frizz. And we're gonna do this bar. And we're gonna set it more of like eating and just chilling and talking. There's karaoke. For whatever reason, we're gonna play musical chairs around. And we're just gonna spam we're gonna be super playful jokes. And so far his friend bar is doing pretty well. She's also interested in him, but he does not know how he feels about Lily. But at least we're making some progress with being flirty and they're not being embarrassed, so we're getting somewhere. And I also realized my hunger and my energy levels starting to drain, so I'm trying to eat while talking to him at the same time. Alright, now that my hunger is not about to kill me, we're doing pretty well on this date. We're almost to silver as we continue to do small talk, tell a story, and get to know, yay, we're in silver. It's like the best date I've had in the last 3 of them. And it is already Tuesday at 3 a.m., so hopefully he's going to be the one. And he rejected my woohoo partners. That's really sad. We're going to try this for a couple more times and see where it is. We're both really hungry, so maybe that will help us with our moods. We're also running out of time on this date. But that is the best date so far. And yeah, she's just super exhausted, so we're going to send her home. We're going to try again after the needs are met again. And I'm also going to have to quit my job because I forgot to do that when I first started. Alright, now that she's fully rested, we're going to meet some of her other needs. And we're going to try him to come over and see if we can't form a better relationship. Because he's the only one I was able to flirt with and they didn't reject me right away, so. Yay, he's coming over. Alright. We're going to spam a little more and just see what we can do. I just leveled up with community again. It's crazy. Are you guys experiencing your skill levels skyrocketing when you're doing interactions with other Sims? Let me know in the comments. And again, we're starting up over this whole building thing. Come on, relationship, we can do it. And as you progress in the game, you're going to be able to decline or accept different traits. And the game thinks I should be childish because I'm just being super playful right now. But I don't know how else to get a good relationship with another Sim if I'm not just joking and playing around with them. So we're making some progress. So I can do playful, flirty jokes, and for whatever reason, that's actually building up on my thing. And he actually suggested to go on a date. So sure, let's make this a date. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, let's just keep being funny, being silly. Wants us to do light physical intimacy, but I just don't want it to go back to 0, so we're just gonna keep making flirtatious jokes, so that way that bar keeps on going up. Never had this many difficulties leveling up a social to friendship. Oh, she's embarrassed. So sad. But she's so playful right now that embarrassed part is not even there yet. And they're going back down. All my progress. But I leveled up on comedian again. Pretty crazy how much I have to spam this. Oh, we're finally good friends. All right, we're gonna just take a break. I'm gonna eat something. All right, we're making friendship again. We're doing better. Let's keep on going. It's like he just doesn't know how I feel about me, so this has been really hard. So the date was unsuccessful, and I was able to get into the degrees, so I'm gonna wait until Saturday to enroll in the college, because whatever day you enroll, that's what the next day starts your semester. So if you start on a Saturday or Sunday, you can start that Monday. So it's really important for us to start that on Saturday. So he wants to hang out, so let's try this again. We're gonna just hang out here, and hopefully we can make some more progress with him. If not, I'm gonna just start over scratch with a different sim, seeking out another male. But our friendship is kind of growing. We're being flirty. We're finally snuggling. But again, he doesn't know how I feel, so he's like positive and then negative, positive, positive, negative. Really annoying. So he's saying if I'm ever mean to him, he will break up right away. But we were able to get a kiss in, so hooray. So yes, our romantic level is finally building. And now we have a romantic partner. He has to use the bathroom. And there's our satisfaction points. So with Love Struck, now you have satisfaction romantic level. So that it just adds to another whole level of being romantic. All right, since he has to use the bathroom and I'm now hungry again, we're just going to go back to the house so he can go do his thing. And I'm just going to refill my needs again. And anytime you start a brand new game, there's going to be these tutorials. If you do them, you get free stuff, free points, sim loans. So I'm just going to do that. I'm also going to play the lottery, because more Sims faction points, the better, because then I can get different traits. So one of those things, we're ordering a pizza. And then all of a sudden, he thinks it's okay to go on a date with someone else. So he's back. All right, we're just going to try to make a baby. Oh my goodness, we're doing it. And just because I want to, we're going to do it again just in case, because who knows, he might leave and not want to come back. And this has been super annoying, so. All right, now that we've done both of those, and now we have a secret in my area, and he just appeared. So for whatever reason, he finds me attractive. So we're going to take a pregnancy test. Please be pregnant. Yes, we're eating for 2. And it is crazy. Now all of a sudden, like, hunger and bladder is just tanks as soon as you're pregnant. We're going to fill up all of our needs. And now we're going to focus on the aspiration that we had chose on Sunday. Now that we have we would confirm pregnancy. So yay, we got to level up. We got to do 3 skills. And we practice acting for 2 hours. So that's just level 1. So hooray, now we're on level 2. So we have to go into an acting career and do a commercial gig. Since I'm just now pregnant, we're going to just start this job and then we'll just quit it on Sunday because we're going into a different aspiration anyway. So I know my community level is super high, so we're just going to do that. Let's go out to the park and we're going to try to do a street performance, but for some odd reason I don't have those interactions, so I don't know what's happening right now. So it's not letting me. It's annoying. But I can sing, but I can't do a street performance. So we're just going to go back home. And we're just going to practice acting more, because at the higher tiers, it's going to require us to go a higher acting level anyway. And then our audition is at 7 p.m. And the guy is now in love with someone else he went on a date with. So that's annoying. That's okay, because I am officially pregnant, so it does not matter. Because in my rules, we can father as many children as we want by any number of males at this point. So let's do our needs again. And she's uncomfortable because she's pregnant. Now here he is, because I gave him an apartment key so he can just walk in whenever he wants. So let's flirt with him and see what happens. I would love to propose to him because I didn't realize how difficult it was to find like a boyfriend / fiance. So this is kind of annoying how much I had to struggle the first 3 days just to get him into the bed. So if I can propose to him, I'll figure out the mischief of Valentine felony where I have to go cheat and everything, but he's just not sure of me, so that's kind of annoying. And then I was going to tell him I was pregnant, but there was no option that I saw, so maybe the next time I see him, I'll let him know. So let's focus on acting again. We got a couple more hours before my audition, and then when you send them to auditions, you send them alone. So yay, we're in our 2nd trimester. And again, we're just going to fulfill our needs. Again, hunger and bladder just tank as soon as you're pregnant, so it's just a lot of refilling it. I also realized the bed is super uncomfortable, so we'll address that in a little bit. And our toilet broke, so that's not good. We're going to have to repair it. It is taking a really long time for her to repair it. Handy but not dandy. So our audition is about to happen, so we're gonna just chill and watch some TV. We're gonna get that cooking level up a little bit. Since we're doing all aspirations, it's really important that we are very well-rounded with all of our skills anyway. And we're gonna send her off to the audition. Hooray, it's been passed. So the next one is to earn gold at the commercial gig. So it's really important for us to meet all of those expectations. So we're gonna focus on needs again, bladder, feeding. Oh look, he's back. Guess what? I'm pregnant. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So now he understands that I'm pregnant. He's super pumped apparently because he's doing push-ups. And let's eat again, because why not? I'm starving. And then he can talk and, oh, he can feel the baby. All right, so then I have to complete these 2 tasks before the audition, which is working on the community, and then we're going to do playful interactions. So in order to get playful, I always just take a bubble bath because it's the easiest thing. Oh, you want to move in with me now. All right, let's move in. You're going to help me take care of the baby then. So now I'm super playful, and I'm going to research playful emotion. which then it disappeared because I'm super playful. And then since I have control of him, he's gonna be my cook, cleaner, do whatever else I need as I'm trying to do school and aspirations and all the other things. So he's gonna be the main baby take carer. And I'm debating if I should make him do the exact same aspirations with me. Probably be easier if he did. So yay, he just made me food because I'm hungry. And for some reason I can't propose to him still, so that's annoying. So I'm going to try switching to him and see if I can't change that. And there's no other option because he's still not sure of how he feels. But we're going to refill our needs again. Oh, I have to use the bathroom. So yay, we're going to attend college. So we're going to do Bright Tester. I always start with the drama degree because there is an aspiration that requires you to be a high-level community. And I also got my scholarship in there too. So now we're going to start doing all the homework. It's a lot. There's 4 classes. So there's usually all 4 classrooms have homework. 2 of them have a presentation. And then there's 2 final exams that you have to do. So I'm just going to click on the academic just so I can get the check mark of I enrolled in a university. And then I'm going to go right back into the actor career. And then he wants to go jogging, so I'm just going to go let him go jog. And then he can also be an actor. So I'm hungry again. Oh, imagine that. So I'm getting closer to 3rd trimester. And I should be going to my commercial gig here soon. So let's try to do some more homework, get that out of the way. Yay, he's finally got 2 hours of acting under him. It's lightning, she's scared. So I'll have him clean as she sleeps. And again, you can go back to acting. Ah, we have no more food left. It's crazy how fast food goes. So take care of your needs before we go audition or go to the commercial gig. So there's 2 options. You can send them by themselves or you can follow them. In this case, because we want to earn gold, we're going to go with her, and then Felix can just defend for himself. When you go to auditions, you have to get into hair and makeup, get into your costume, and then there's some other random tasks. So this one, they want me to perform acting, post this, my story, be funny on set. We've got to use the bathroom because, you know, I'm pregnant. And we're going to greet them and say we are ready to go. So then there's going to be different actions on set that you have to complete. Hooray. Yes, and we are silver mode. I didn't think about completing the other ones, but I'm pretty sure we're going to do it. So hooray, we're on level 3 of our aspiration goal. And it also does tell us that we have been nominated for a reward on Sunday at 7 p.m. So we're going to make sure that we attend that on the acting aspiration career so we can get it checked off. So because the bed is hurting their back and she's pregnant, we're going to get a new bed and a bassinet while we're in here, and a computer because she has to do a term paper. So a computer is essential for college. So hooray, we're almost there. So now it's Sunday. We're going to spin again. Now we're going to do Strangerville Mystery, and that will be the next 7 days of our sim life is Strangerville History plus college plus now a newborn. So we're going to meet our needs again. We're going into labor. All right, let's see how we did after our very first week with Lily Plantiful. We've created her. We've moved her into San Moshua apartment complex. It took us about almost 3.5 days to figure out what person father she was going to be able to have a baby with, because as you can see, I struggled very hard on dating and just getting into that relationship mode. So, but it was a really good week because not only did we create the sim, move them in, she also applied to college. We just enrolled her on Saturday because it gives us 2 full days almost to do homework and get everything ready to go. And she also did the aspiration actress, and we ended up on level 3. So I've created this cool spreadsheet. It has the 100 baby tracker. So I'm going to record the child's name and age, their current stage, and if they're a single, twin, or triplet. In college degrees, I have listed all of the degree names and what we currently are. So we are currently enrolled in the drama degree at Breakchester, and then all the aspirations and what their current progress is. So we did the master actress creativity aspiration, and we are currently level 3. And then since she was able to get a reward, we're going to go back to the aspiration at 7 p.m. on Sunday to just check that off, because aspirations can come and go. It's going to be a really difficult challenge if we don't do that. So, and then this is all of our things. So 60 aspirations, 13 degrees, and 100 babies. Please check back with us on next Sunday for the next part 2 week to see how well she can do with the aspiration of Strangerville, on top of having a newborn in the house, on top of trying to get pregnant again, and college courses are starting. So let's see how well we do in part 2. Please like and hit that subscribe button so you can follow the series. Thank you. Happy simming.